Good morning, Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. This is Anila with Wahe Guru Yoga Chicago. It's Wednesday. It's our live segment, Wednesdays with Wahe Guru Yoga, to do a practice, either breath work, a meditation, or a light yoga sequence to just create some balance in our week, create some balance in our day. We do the shortest amount of time with the work that we do here, but you can always lengthen it. I've been trying to put the full instructions in the comments section so that you can also read what it is that you're doing. All of our practices are from Kundalini Yoga, the yoga of awareness. One of the things that I hold so near and dear to my heart about this yoga that I practice, that I teach, is that you can do something for as short as 3 minutes and it will change your outlook. It will change how you're seeing things right down into the very being of yourself. Science, the humanology, the human science of your body is so that you can alter your state of mind. You can view yourself differently. You can get a new perspective on what you're doing. You can strengthen your nervous system. You can strengthen your parasympathetic nervous system within a very short amount of time. Now, if you continue that practice, make it a regular part of your day, your week, your month, your year, then obviously it's going to have more benefits. And if you lengthen the amount of time that you're practicing it every day, it's going to have even greater benefits to the way that you handle yourself, the way that your body reacts to stress, the way that your mind handles stress, the way that your organs start to store what's going on. So there's less of an impact, less of a storage thing happening on your organs when you practice what we do here on a regular basis. And so today we are building our nervous system strength and stamina. That is what today's practice is. The nervous system consists of our brain, our sensory organs, the spinal cord, and all the nerves that connect all of these organs to the rest of our body and communication among these parts. And so that's what our nervous system is. It's our main operating system, just like your computer has an operating system, just like your car has an engine. And so it's the main operating system. It's, what holds everything in place. And so we are strengthening and building the stamina of that nervous system. So Kundalini Yoga, we do anything that we do with our hands is called mudra, M-U-D-R-A. What we do with our breath is called pranayam. The breath practice is called pranayam. The breath is prana, and so the practice is pranayam. The yoga part of it, what we do with our body, the way that we move our body, is called kriya, K-R-I-Y-A, kriya, and that's the yoga part of what we do. And so let's take a few breaths here, get into our pranayam, getting our prana to be settled. So let's inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhaling, every part of you should expand. We've reversed the way that we learned the way that we breathe naturally when we were born. If you look at a baby, babies expand in every direction when they breathe. They become very expansive. And when they exhale, everything contracts in towards that spine. So practice that breath. Expand yourself in every direction. Feel the breath going into each and every one of your, over 100 trillion cells, 200 trillion cells that make up you. Expand this breath into each and every one of those cells. Expand it into your pelvic floor, your belly, the lower back, the upper back, your heart, your lungs, all the way up to your clavicle area. And when you exhale from the clavicle area, bringing everything in vertically into the spine, pulling the navel in and up towards the spine. And again, begin the process. Expand in every direction. Contract in. It's like when you get those breathing machines, or if you've seen a breathing machine at a hospital, they expand as they blow up, as you breathe into it, and then they contract. So the same process, the same way, expand and contract. Now, just roll your shoulders back and down a couple of times. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Again, inhale them up. Roll them back, exhaling them down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Now reverse the roll of the shoulders. Inhaling them forward and up, and exhaling them down and forward. Beautiful. And we close our eyes in Kundalini Yoga because our eyes are such a stimulus, right? We are visual people. We love to look at different things, but the eyes can really be a distraction when you're trying to go within, when you're trying to connect with your inner self. So when we close the eyes, it gives us an opportunity to just let that stimulation that we get from the eyes to just be focused at one point. And as you close your eyes, you want to gently bring them into the root of your nose, just right above the eyebrow, where the center of the brow points, right about there, focusing on your pituitary gland, your area of focus. So let's get on with this practice. Again, we're building the strength and the stamina of the nervous system. And we're going to bring our fingers up, so making the peace sign, but instead of the fingers that stand up, the middle finger and the index finger, the two fingers are going to be together. Hold the ring finger and your pinky finger down with your thumb. The upper part of the arms is next to your rib cage. Shoulders are relaxed and down. The upper arms, which would be the lower arm, the forearms are away from your body on an angle. We're inhaling and exhaling through an O-shaped mouth. So this is a puckered mouth. This is an O-shaped mouth. So basically your jaw just drops and comes into an O-shaped mouth. And I'm going to start us out nice and slow so we can get the rhythm. But this move is going to be very jerky and very fast. So we're inhaling 4 parts and we're bringing the arms up with those 4 parts. Long exhale through the mouth, bringing the hands back to that starting position. And now let's start to speed it up. I'm going to come back to the front and let's continue. And even when you hear me talking, continue on with the practice. I'm giving you information about what we're doing, and I promise you can listen and do things at the same time. I know you can. So the hands are parallel to each other. They're about shoulder width apart. Again, the arms, the upper arms are close to the body. The lower part of our arms, the forearms, are standing in front, standing away from the body. Eyes are closed, focused at the third eye. You can do this sitting in a chair. If you are sitting in a chair, balance your feet completely onto the floor. If you're able to take your socks and shoes off, great. Really planting the feet into the earth. If you're not able to do that, that's okay. Ladies, if you are wearing heels, please do take the heels off so that your foot is flat onto the earth. So let's begin. Hands are out like this. Eyes are closed, focused at the pituitary gland. And I'm setting our timer so we can go. Again, it's a very jerky move. The mouth is open in an O shape. The jaw is just dropped as if you're in awe of what you see in front of you. Close the eyes. And let's begin. Make sure that 4-part breath is expanding your belly. Keep going. Let the eyes be closed. Speed it up. Keep going. We're creating this jerking movement. It's self-created nervousness done consciously so that the energy in you can be balanced. Keep going. Creating that pattern for yourself. Inhaling as you're bringing the arms up, exhaling as you're bringing them down. 4 parts to come up and in, 1 part to go all the way down. Keep going. Don't stop. After 2 minutes, this movement becomes difficult, but keep going. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Don't think, just do. The more you think, the more you lose focus. Take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath. Now move the hands really fast. Keeping the breath suspended. Bring them to stillness. Exhale. Again, inhale deep. Move the hands. The breath is suspended. Exhale. Last time. Inhale deep. Move the hands. And exhale. Shake the hands out. Move the shoulders. And come to stillness. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the hands into Gyan Mudra, pressing the pad of the first finger into the pad of the thumb. Allow yourself to go into a deep meditation for just a brief moment. Let yourself be connecting the nerves that have become disconnected within you, that are dead from all the stress that the nervous system is put under, will start to connect and find pathways. That is the power of this breath. That is the power of this movement. If the throat starts to become scratchy, lift your breath a little bit higher within your mouth. What's happening is that the breath is coming in too close onto the tongue, and the tongue is becoming dried. But if you just open your mouth a little bit more and allow the breath to travel a little bit higher into the throat area, that scratchiness will not occur. Just like that. Allow yourself this time. Breathe. Expand this prana, this life force that you strengthened into each and every one of your 200 trillion cells that make up you. Expand it into all of your organs, into all of the nerves that make up the nervous system. Feel the breath all around you. The life force that exists within you. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you for watching Wednesdays with Wahe Guru Yoga. I invite you to work with your breath. If you're interested in increasing your breath practice, if you're interested in a more meditative practice, on Tuesdays at noon, we have just a breath class. And so, like I said, if you're interested, or if you know anyone who is interested, please let them know that that class happens on Tuesdays at Wahe Guru Yoga in Bronzeville. And we have chairs available, so getting on the floor is not a requirement for the breath class. And then we always finish off with a healing gong relaxation. Again, it can be done in a chair. It doesn't have to be on the floor. And on Wednesdays, we have a 1-hour quickie yoga class that is going to be beginning here very shortly. So again, if you're available, if you're in Bronzeville, come on by. If not, this segment is available. It's recorded, so you can use it however you'd like. This particular breath practice we did for 5 minutes. If you enjoyed it, this is something that will definitely, again, strengthen and increase the stamina of your nervous system, of your entire self. And it can be increased in time up to 11 minutes. You know, we did it for 5 minutes. If that was really challenging for you, you can start out by doing it for 1 minute and then increase it to 3 minutes and then increase it to 5 minutes. You know, build it up gradually. And when we breathe in and out of our mouth, we have the control panel for our immune system is located in the back of our throat. It's a ring of circles that are located in the back of our throat, a gland that controls our immune system. So, you know, that when you first get sick, it feels like your throat is getting scratchy, or, you know, you feel it in your throat area. Well, that's literally your immune system telling you that it feels weak. And so when we do this breath, we are strengthening our immune system. When we do anything with the mouth being open like that, we are strengthening those rings, those circles in the back of our throat, strengthening our immune system. So, you know, you can practice that as well. But this movement of the hands is that jerking movement, that self-created nervousness that we do with this particular practice that we just did, consciously creating that nervousness so that we can balance the energy within ourselves. So that's what we did. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, I would love to hear from you. Would love to see you at the studio. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you for joining me. We have classes 7 days a week. Feel free to look up the schedule, or on Facebook. We are on the Mind Body app as well. Feel free to take a look, see how we can best serve you. Again, classes are 7 days a week. We have classes in the morning, in the afternoons, as well as in the evenings. And on Mondays, we also have a guided meditation class from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I thank you so much for your time. Sat Nam.